Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Let's do it, guys. Y'all stay tuned. Here it is. It is a Halloween tag, and I know that, Halloween isn't everyone's cup of tea. Halloween tags certainly aren't for everyone, but I wanted to make one, so I did. And I think that this one is just so stinking cute. And you can see that I've got some rickety fencing on it. I've got my little witch girl here, my haunted house. Some leaves have fallen from the trees, and then I've got the Witch Supreme here, and of course she's a child, so that makes it all the more cute. And then I popped it up with a happy Halloween. So guys, let's get started on making this. And the paper that I'm going to use for this project is from My Mind's Eye, and it's a very, very old paper pad, and I've had this one for a while, and as you can see, it is from 2011, so I doubt very seriously that you can find this anymore. But if you can, it is called Haunted by My Mind's Eye. Okay, so to make our project, I am starting with a piece of chipboard that measures 4 by 6, and then I am going to bring in my ruler. I'm not going to do any measuring or anything. I'm simply going to cut out a tag shape, and you can leave it square or you can cut it out however you want. But once you get this piece cut out, the easiest way to do the tag piece on the other side is just to place down the piece that you just cut out, and then I'm going to trace it, and then I'll come back and I'll cut this out. And so just like that, we have a tag. So I am going to take this piece, and then I'm just going to lay it down, and I'm going to see if I can get it right there so that I don't have to worry about wasting any of this precious paper. So I'm just going to do this with glue, and I'm going to leave my back blank. I might go back later and cover it, but for right now I'm just going to leave it blank. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to move that around just a little bit so that my glue can get nice and stuck on here. Make sure I've got that covered, and now I'll flip it over. I'll come back with my bone folder, and then I'll come back with my finger blade, and I am going to cut this out. All right, so then I'm going to bring in my Tim Holtz Distress ink, and I just want to dirty this up a little bit because it is supposed to be haunted, so it does not need to be clean. Okay, so now I'll bring this back, and I am going to bring in my Crocodile Big Bite, and I'm going to come in, and I have it on my 3/16 setting, and I'm simply going to make a hole. So I'm going to try to find my center, and then I'll punch, get my hole, and then I'm going to come back with this string here because I want everything just to be ragged looking. And I am going to take this string, feed it through this hole, and then I will separate it and pull it through. And then I'll come back and just remove a little bit of this. See how good that's looking already? So I'm going to bring this one back in for example purposes so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing as I do it. So what I have here is some fencing, and I painted it black, and I got it from Hobby Lobby, and it starts out as white like this. And I decided I would just paint it black to stick with that theme. And then I undid one of the posts because I want to have it leaning just a little bit and just looking like it's worn down some. And then I'll bring in my haunted house here. And because I don't want the haunted house to have that stark white look, what I'm doing is I am taking some Memento black ink, and I'm just going around the haunted house and getting it darker and dirtier looking, scarier looking. And then I'm going to go over that roof just a little bit because I don't want any of that stark white showing. So I'll put this away. And then basically what I started doing was I just started laying things down to build up what I wanted. So I have some of this meshy stuff here. I don't know what it's called, so I'm calling it meshy stuff. And then I have a leaf. And then I thought, okay, I can put my fencing on top of that. Then I can put my house here with a leaf behind it, my girl right here in the front, and then the other girl at the top. So the first thing that I'm going to do is start placing this down. So for this piece, all I'm going to do is just take some glue and just glue all over that. And my glue is going to dry clear because I am using my wonderful reptile glue, and it is great for this project. So I'm just going to pat that down into my glue, and then I'll come back with my leaf, and I am just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of that, and I am going to place it right there. And then I'll take my fencing, and I'm going to go ahead and put my fencing down. But while this is still drying, I'm going to move some of this up because I want more of it at the top. So I'm going to take my fence, place some glue on some of the slats, and then I will lay this down just like that, and I'm going to hold it down until it sticks. And you can see how this is starting to take shape. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to take my haunted house and just tuck it. We can tuck it at a lean, and I think on this one I am going to lean it just a little bit. So I am going to take my hot glue and just place it on the back. I could have placed this down with my reptile glue, wasn't thinking. And I'm going to place it down at a slight lean. Then I'm going to bring this girl in, and she's going to go in just like that. So for her, I will place her down with hot glue because she's going on top of that black stringy stuff, and so I need to make sure that she gets an immediate grab. And now I'm going to take this leaf, and I'll do this with my wet glue. Take this leaf and tuck it in behind my haunted house, just like that. And you can see how cute this is starting to look. And then I have this girl, and I just want to take her, and I'm going to feed that underneath her just like that. And I'm going to leave her there, and I'll place just a little bit of glue on the back of her, and now I'll tuck her back in just like that. All right, guys, and then the last thing that I want to do is I want to place down a sentiment. And I have this wonderful sentiment that says Best Witches, and I am going to place this down using my hot glue. And we will put this on the fence just like that. Get it nice and stuck. And just like that, we have our second really cute Halloween tag. And I don't know about you guys, but I love the build-up of making this tag. It took me the longest time when I figured out how I wanted to lay this out, because I couldn't decide if I wanted to go flat with my tag or if I wanted to go more three-dimensional. And I think three-dimensional works. I love how this is built up, and when you look at it from the top, you can see the various dimensions to it. And for those of you who aren't into Halloween, you swap out some of these components, paint this fence red or green or white, and you can make this very easily into a really cute Christmas tag, or you can make it into a Thanksgiving tag. But I thought this was perfect as a Halloween tag. And so here we have it. I hope that you guys have liked this little self-indulgent project of mine. And if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys have a great day. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.